Hello everyone, Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's AEW Dynamite Recap Show. The fans at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee got to see a Texas Chainsaw Massacre match. Yes, as Tennessee really cares about a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Anyway, they also seen some more build-up for All In. And without no further ado, let's cut through the other crap. Please be a champ. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, like button. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this week's AEW Dynamite show, especially that Texas Chainsaw Massacre match. Anyway, let's let it rip. And as it is the majority of the time, we have a international championship match to start off the show. The champion, Orange Cassidy, defending against Wheeler Yuta of the Blackpool Combat Club. They started off trading headlocks, arm drags, turned to a trade of strikes. Action spills onto the floor. Yuta takes over after he hits a pile driver on the ramp. Orange tries to make a comeback after drop kicking Yuta out of the ring. Then hits him with a suicide dive. Yuta would hit a superplex and a splash for a 2 count. Cassidy rolled him up for the win. Then after that, of course, the rest of the Blackpool Combat Club, namely John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli, came in and started putting a whooping on poor Orange Cassidy. That was until the best friends showed up, and they got a couple shots in, then they started getting a whooping. After that, the music hits again. Here comes the Lucha Brothers. They come out, start doing a little bit better. Then Eddie Kingston comes out, makes the final save. That would chase the BCC out of the ring. And since he was in there, he got on the mic and challenged the Blackpool Combat Club for a Stampede match at All In. Don't think I've seen a Stampede match. So in the comments, fill me in what's up with the Stampede match. I still don't care. Okay. You're supposed to be best friends with a guy. Why you gotta wait for your music to cue you to go help him out? I understand the Lucha Brothers. I understand the Eddie Kingston. But you're his best friends. Go out and help him. Anyway. But that was a pretty good match, though. I dug it. Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta. Poor guys, look like they were beat up within a minute of the match, though. But other than that, good match. Next. All right, now it's time for the in-depth interview with Kenny Omega. And, of course, Jim Ross was the interviewer. Omega spoke about Uncle Don, saying that he gave him his first weight bench set and gave him his first supplements. What kind of supplements were those? Who knows? Make your own assumptions there. Then Uncle Don Callis showed us up and says, look, you're going to have a 3-hour show to deal with his issues. Then, Omega's like, look, I'm leaving. But as soon as he turned his back towards Callis, here comes Jay White and Juice Robinson. Takeshita will get involved too. That all three of them will gang up, put a whooping on Omega. Then, got back to the arena. They said, hey, they caught up with the Rhinestone Cowboy, Adam Page, because he followed his friend Omega to the hospital. He laid out the challenge himself, Kenny Omega, and Ibushi, the Dream Team. I'm not sure whose dream that is, but I guess it might be Adam Page's dream. But anyway, lays out the challenge for All In. Them three against Juice Robinson, Jay White, and Takeshita. And why was he wincing drinking a beer? I mean, he chugged that beer and kind of winced as if he was drinking whiskey. Can't explain the Rhinestone Cowboy. But anyway, yeah, looks like another thing kind of thrown together for their big show here. Let's see how it turns out. Next. And speaking of Uncle Don Callis, which, again, kind of creepy. Anyway, Chris Jericho comes in, gives his answer. He says yes, he'll join the Don Callis family. But he noticed there was a picture in the corner covered up. And Jericho said, "Hey, Don, let's check out that picture." Of course, when they revealed it, it was a picture of Callis with Chris's severed head. He said, "Hey, did you really think I would say no?" Don Callis said, "Yeah, I thought you would say no because you're a freaking egomaniac and all that good stuff." Jericho shot back, said, "Hey, nobody cared. You disappeared for like a few years and nobody cared. And you ruined every relationship you ever had because you're an asshole." So then, Jericho got a little physical with Don Callis. Takeshita came in and they got into it. Jericho was getting better at that. Then out of nowhere comes Will Ospreay, lays out Jericho. Takeshita and Will Ospreay will hold Chris Jericho as Don Callis smashed him over the head with that painting. So now this sets up for Will Ospreay and Chris Jericho at All In. Again, just throwing shit out there, week away. Next. Alright, next match of the night is Darby Allin and Nick Wayne versus the Gates of Agony. I kind of dig the Gates of Agony. Two big old guys who can move. Anyway, the Gates would attack Allin and Wayne as they was making their way to the ring. They take over on Nick Wayne. Wayne got the tag into Darby, but he was cut off. Gates hit a old school demolition decapitation on Darby Allin. Darby, in the end, got the pin with a coffin drop. After that, Strickland and AR Fox approached the ring, who were out there watching the whole time. Then on the Titantron, or the big screen, was Joker Sting. He was there with Prince Nana and saying, "Hey, you boys need to kind of watch your back and everything because you never know what's going to happen because it's going to be a coffin match at All In." So it's kind of funny to see the Joker Sting back in the limelight, I guess. That was a kind of entertaining character back in the TNA days. Next. All right, next up is definitely burned some TV time with Michael Cole and MJF, collectively known as Better Than You, Baby. They hyped their 0-1, which I will apologize. I thought the pre-show was called All In, or All Out, since the big show is called All In. But the pre-show is called 0 Hour. Again, I apologize, my bad. But they're going to have a match with the Aussie Open for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. Excuse me, I feel a little winded. Hopefully I'm not coming down anything. I apologize again. Anyway, they hop up that match. Then they hop up their match with each other. Before that, they had a couple skits. They were at Outback Restaurant, gearing up for the Aussie Open. But then they hyped up their title match at All In, and it looked like Adam Cole was going to super kick maybe MJF, but he restrained. They hugged it out. Aussie Open would try a surprise attack, but Better Than You, Baby pretty much got the better end of that deal. They tried a double clothesline. Looked like MJF was going to try his new move, the kangaroo jump or drop or jump kick, but didn't nail it. Oh well, maybe we'll see it all in. Who knows? Next. Well, I guess for $100,000, you can you pay them, and if you have $100,000, pay them. They'll name a match wherever you want it to be. Apparently, there's going to be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. What it looked like. So anyway, this was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match, which basically was a street fight with orange lights in the back. Then they came back, a little bit of smoke under the ring. They poured. Nobody got busted open. They poured like some kind of syrupy fake blood on each other, kind of like the special effects team does in horror movies. Which I guess that was cool. This match, not so much. Everybody got involved. It was just a cluster. Jarrett will win after a choke slam from Singh. And before that, Leatherface we did get to see Leatherface. He chased some of the heels, namely Karen Jarrett, out of the ringside, but he did make an appearance. Jarrett won, and I guess he's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre champion now. Oh, good gosh. And I'm not going to put any kind of, I probably skipped it, didn't write it down, but apparently Jungle Boy next week is going to retire the FTW championship. That's all I'm going to talk about that. I know it sounds prickish of me, but it is what it is. Don't mean to be, but, that's just kind of my opinion. If you have a different opinion, hey, leave it in the comments. I don't mind hearing other opinions. Other than that, next. All right, next match is Britt Baker against Bunny. The winner of this match gets the last slot in the four-way match for the AEW Women's Championship come All In. A little back and forth, get things out of the way. The picture-in-picture advantage for Bunny, who seems to had a little more fan support, but couldn't really tell. Towards the end, I guess Britt Baker kind of got some of them back. Anyway, after commercial break, she made the comeback, used a big stomp for the win. Didn't get to see the jawbreaker, or I forgot what it's called. The lockjaw, excuse me. No lockjaw tonight. Just the Seth Rollins stomping back in the head. This wins it for Britt Baker, and she is the final participant in the Fatal 4-Way for the AEW Women's Championship at All In. I know, we're all surprised. Next. Alright, next up was supposed to be the Acclaim against a couple of Ham and Eggers, but the lights went out when they got to the ring. Lights came out back on. It was a House of Black. They give the Acclaim a whooping, and they left with Billy Gunn's boots. So, wonder what's going to happen here. Maybe a trios championship match at All In featuring the Acclaim and Billy Gunn, Daddy Ass. Which he may win. They may win this one. Wow. Shocking. Next. All right, time for your main event. It is Austin and Colton, the Guns, against Nick and Matt, the Young Buckaroos. Bucks, of course, I guess, sometimes you're guilty as a member of association or whatever. Guilty by association. There we go. That's a phrase I was looking for. Sorry about that. But the Bucks attacked the Guns on stage. They had an advantage until Austin tripped Matt. Colton hit him from behind with a forearm. Again, picture-in-picture. Heat on Matt. Hot tag to Nick. Guns was doing a great job, as they always do, of, feeding and selling, and made the, Young Bucks look impressive, which I guess they're kind of their boss, so I guess that's a good thing. The Bucks won with a reverse roll-up. Actually, the Gun had, I think it was Colton Gunn had one of the Bucks rolled up and trying to use the advantage, and the other Bucks super kicked him and rolled up and kind of used each other for the extra leverage. But didn't matter after that. Out comes Jay White and Juice Robinson. They attacked the Bucks. 4-on-2 situation. Looked like they was going to injure Matt's arm. Cue the music. Out comes FTR. Out goes Bullet Club Gold. And looks like that was poised to hit one of the Bucks with a shatter machine. But again, they backed off. They just kind of got face to face, and guess they'll settle their differences at All In. And that's how the show ends. I don't know what it was. I guess I was kind of just checked out after that crappy Texas Chainsaw Massacre fight or match. The Orange Cassidy and Willow Yuta match was decent, I thought. Excuse me. other than that, a little more build up. Like I said, hopefully, for my case, I don't know if any of you have ever been to an AEW show. Please leave a comment. Is some of the stuff better live than it is on TV? I'm not saying all their shows were bad. I mean, trust me, go back. I've actually said a few of their shows and were really good. But a little below average for me on this show. But I will be going to the Dynamite show come next week. When they're at the Gas South Arena in Duluth, Georgia. Yes, just call it Duluth, Georgia. You don't have to say Greater Atlanta area. Who cares? Nobody cares. It's suburb of Atlanta, depending on traffic. 15 to 30 minutes from Atlanta. But anyway, yes, I am going next week. But apparently they're gonna have Dynamite, then the Rampage taping, and the Collision taping. So that's gonna be a long night for me. But yes, let me know if their live shows are good, entertaining. I'm pretty sure I'll be entertained. Kind of hoping they don't lay an egg on that show. Especially, it's supposed to be the go home show. Every one of them before the All In show. So we'll see how it turns out. Other than that, that does it for me for this week's AEW Dynamite Recap Show. Again, be a champ. Hit that subscribe button, like button, dislike button. This ain't Russia. Notification bell. Also, leave a comment. Let me know how you thought about this week's AEW show. Other than that, you folks have a good one. Take it easy.
We here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out friends of the show Ecolife and Natural for home-crafted candles, hand cloth, and other home and personal goods. Look them up on Facebook. Link will be available below the video. That is Ecolife and Natural.